What's good, y'all? It's your boy J.Brock. It's Clapitup LA. Now, I'm right here with the homie Griff Tyler, aka the singing ass nigga, but
yes,
he drops all player shit, so make sure you
sir.
understand that. He is a music connoisseur and a multi-talented artist out of the city of Inglewood. Shout out to his team and brand, Lost Sound. Many of you have heard his music on the radio. Shout out to Gabe C, DJ Head, and Chuck Dizzle. Or you've heard his music on the HBO series Sweet Life. Be sure to tap into his latest project, Play Your Chords Right. That's how we got to get in out here in LA, baby. How you doing today, bro?
I'm sorry to appreciate you having me.
Oh man, you know, it's a blessing to be sitting here with you. Now, we got some things in common. I grew up in Inglewood too. I mean, I guess the shaping aspect of my childhood was in Inglewood. I actually grew up on Hyde Park and Centinela, over there by Centinela Park.
That's around the area I grew up in.
Okay, bet, yeah, right off of Marlboro. Now I spent a lot of time up at Centinela Park. I don't bang, so don't take it there. I just that was just where I was at. My parents moved to Inglewood, and so be it. You know what I'm saying? But I spent a lot of time up there. Did you spend any time up at Centinela Park?
Nah, I was closer to Rogers Park.
Okay, so you was on the other side. Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't at the park. I was more so inside, like.
Yeah. You said you were in the house a lot.
Yeah.
Dang, I mean, but you didn't want to go outside?
Nah, when I went outside, I was on the south side of Inglewood.
Okay.
So I was like, my friends lived on the south side of Inglewood, so I would go there, and that's when I would hang out outside. He lived in a good part of Inglewood, so he had a good, nice house and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
See, that's one thing you know about Inglewood. We got good and bad parts in Inglewood.
Yeah, so I would be on that side, outside, playing basketball, like playing ding dong ditch and shit, running around the streets, but I didn't do it in my neighborhood at all.
Yeah. He said I had to get away from that. I understand that.
Inside.
Now, what was one of the things that you could appreciate about growing up in Inglewood?
I feel like it toughens you up. You know what I'm saying? It like gives you perspective a lot. Due to us having two sides, it's like a tale of two cities damn near. So like, you know, there's rough parts and then there's like really nice parts. You know what I'm saying? So you can learn something from both sides. You know? So I feel like it toughens you up and gives you perspective a little bit, like, you know, so that's what I like about it.
How do you feel about the gentrification that's going on?
Man, that shit sucks. I hate that shit. I hate that shit, man. They making everything cost an arm and a leg to get everybody up out of there. Man. But I get it as far as business goes. Everything about the bottom line. They just want to make the city make more money.
Yeah, facts. They trying to make it look better. I ain't gonna cap.
Right.
I asked my mom. We had like an apartment home. We lived in like a fourplex, but they were big. And so one of the things my mom said, she said the rent started at like, I don't know, 1,100 maybe, but by the time we moved out, it was like 1,900. You know what I'm saying? So that rent ain't no joke if you want to live in Inglewood. On the real. I understand why they doing it, but you know, hey, it's life. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So you're speaking about being a child, getting in trouble, right? You had the right standards, but you decided to turn these standards into poems. Yeah. But you structured it like a rap. Yeah. Now, so let me ask you something. Now who did you have to turn these standards into?
My mom. Okay,
so let me ask you, when she first noticed that this nigga done took my standards and turned them into a poem, did you get in trouble?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
She like enabled it.
Oh, okay.
She was like, as long as you get them done. You know
so did you have to write the standards and do your poems at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, so you gave yourself double the work.
Yeah. At first I was like, I just wasn't doing standards. Yeah. When she finally noticed, she was like, "That's fine, but as long as you get them done too." Like, so, but she always encouraged me to follow this path.
Okay, that's what's up. See, that's cool because she supported it. You know, a lot of the times we might get in trouble. You know, we might go and get a couple whoopings. You ain't gonna do what I say?
I thought I was gonna get in trouble, but nah, she was just like, that's fine, like that's cool.
Shout out to moms, for real, for understanding that. And I think, you know, that's one thing like our generation has. When we raise our children, we want to support our children and what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when our parents grew up and our grandparents specifically, all they knew was go to school, get a job. That's all. You know, now we know, okay, you don't even have to go to school to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to moms for that. That was very supportive, man, for real. You. Oh, and then, we ain't done with moms yet. Now listen, moms who play this music, right? Influenced by Destiny's Child, Tony Braxton, Marvin Gaye. You said you used to love the feeling that this music gave you, and you wanted to be able to give this feeling to somebody else.
Yeah.
Now, if I can describe anything from this feeling, like I've been at concerts, right, and it's just that magical feeling, like dang, the vibe and everything that's going on. Is that the kind of feeling that you talk about?
Yeah, it's just like no matter what's going on in life, if you listen to one of your favorite songs, everything's okay.
Facts.
Feel me? And I don't think there's anything in life like it. Like, you know what I mean? There's drugs and stuff. Like you could smoke, you could drink, but it's the most productive form of happiness.
Yeah, for sure. Understood. I get that. Yeah. I get that. Now, let me ask you about this Destiny's Child. See, my mama used to play that. What's that? The T-shirt and all. You know what I'm saying? All them songs. Did you ever find yourself actually singing them songs? I used to. It was a song. I used to work out to them songs. I ain't even no cap to you.
Nah, no cap. Yeah, for sure. It was bangers. Oh God. Yeah, no, I sing. Yeah. That's still some of my favorite music to listen to. Like whenever I'm down and out, go back to the '90s R&B, like the genre of the ladies, and I just go up.
So do you feel like
Destiny's Child?
Do you feel like the ladies' music had more of an impact than the males' music in those days to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do, but it was like the males' music did go up though. Yeah. I'm not gonna like say it didn't, but I for me at least it did. The female music did, because I grew up like with basically my mom and sisters. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was the oldest brother. They was little, so I was around a lot of women. So I just like saw how the music made them feel, and I ended up just liking that music, gravitating towards it.
I understand that.
And it made me understand women more.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah.
Which pushed out the player shit.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Now, let me tell you something. One thing that made me understand women more was when I got to hanging out with my fiance and her friends and listening to those conversations. Because you know when we talk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just smashed her up, dip. You know, whoop de whoop. They talking because they the ones it happened to. You know what I'm saying? So that perspective opened me up to a totally different world. So I gotta ask you now, being labeled the singing ass nigga, right? Was that something that you were ever sensitive to, or did you just accept it and was just like whatever?
Nah, I like it. It's like it's my aura. Like I think that's what I give off. And like first when Chuck Dizzle first said that,
shout out to Chuck Dizzle, exactly. Shout out to Chuck Dizzle, DJ here for sure.
Yeah, when he said it, I was like, I'm running with that.
So that was the first time you heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was perfect. And I was like, that's exactly what I am. You feel me? I'm a singing ass nigga. It's like, you get what I'm saying? It's like So I feel like that's what you hear in the music. You know what I'm saying?
Understood. Yeah. Now, do you feel like that has, now I don't know your situation, if you got any relationship, we don't mean no disrespect. Do you feel like, as a singer, do you feel like that actually, not that you cared, but do you feel like that helped you with women? Do you feel like women were attached to you more because of the style of music you put out?
Nah, I don't think it was because of the music, because I wasn't always like this good, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It was once upon a time I was trash. But I think that it was just like, I am what the music embodies. That my personality is actually what you hear.
You can tell you're not fake.
Yeah, so I feel like if you like my music, you'll probably like me too. You feel me? In person. So I think that's all it was. Yeah. I feel like that's the best way to describe it.
Okay, I feel that. Now in middle school, shout out to them because they supported the artistic side of the students as well. Yeah. This would actually be your first time stepping into a recording studio. And you said basically in high school you didn't hang out much. You was in the studio, you know what I'm saying, locked in the studio. Now, do you remember the first time you stepped into a recording studio in middle school, and was it what you expected, or was it like, oh my God, I'm in Disneyland? Like, how was that for you?
It was both. Okay. It was like what I expected, and it was like Disneyland for me too. Yeah. I was appreciative of the opportunity to do it, and then it just like sparked my creative juices, and just like it was natural. It was like being at home. You know what I mean? So I was addicted to that feeling after that. Like, I had to keep doing it. So that's why in high school I was just like everybody out partying, and I was just like,
man, said I'm committed.
What Drake say? He said, while all my close friends out partying, I'm just here making the music that they party to. Like, that's how I felt.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that bar went over a lot of people's heads. I ain't even gonna cap to you. It went over my head too. So. By the way, I gotta give a shout out to Catch 22. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cypress Marino. Make sure you tap in, get your Catch 22, everything you want to get, and make sure you tap in on iTunes. Produced by Cypress Marino. You know what I'm saying? Cypress. Make sure y'all tap in to Catch 22. Big things coming in the year 2022. So be on the lookout for that. Now you consider yourself a music connoisseur with influences such as Justin Timberlake, Usher, Drake, J. Cole, Kanye West, and Nipsey. Rest in peace to Nipsey. We're gonna take Nipsey out of this question I'm about to ask you. Yep. If you get all of those guys, Justin Timberlake, Usher, Drake, J. Cole, Kanye, they walk up in this room right now and they say, Griff, what's up? You can only pick one. Who are you gonna step into that studio with right now? And you ain't got too much time to think. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2.
Probably Drizzy.
Okay. All right. There you go.
It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? But
it's not that hard.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, respect to everybody else.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you already know they ghosts.
They all influenced me. I think with Drake, I feel like the difference with Drake and most other artists, or most of those other like top artists, is that Drake like reaches his hand back.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
You feel me? Like he loved music so much that he just like want to be a part of it no matter what. I think like the other artists, they got to a point where they don't put their hand back. Like, we here.
That's a different point. Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like if I met Drake, he'll fuck with my music. Like,
yeah. I look. You know what? I would agree to that, and we're gonna manifest it. Yes, Griff and Drake gonna get down one day.
One day.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be on the lookout for that. We also know that you really want to work with her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Facts.
So why her is stamped? It's approved. Now what's up with her? And what has her did for you in your music?
Man, I don't know. It's back when I was working for Pepsi. I was like, we had to drive to different stores, and I was playing different playlists because I was moving a lot, and I heard this woman like voice, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, it just gave me a good feeling, and I looked and it was her, and I just ran through her whole catalog, and I was just listening to her, and I put my girl on, like, look, listen to this girl, like she's talented, and then like this was before she blew up though. And I was like, she's about to blow up. I know this. And she blew up. And I was like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I got a special like connection.
Yeah. It always means more when you catch somebody before they blow up and you know it's about to happen. It's like, oh wow, so that's crazy.
I'm a super fan of her.
Yeah, I feel that. Now, talking about Pepsi. Were you a delivery driver at Pepsi, or were you like just the guy that took the orders?
Nah, I was like, so I go fulfill the orders. So like, truck goes and drops everything off.
For sure.
Then I go in the store and I place all the Pepsi products in the store.
Okay, got you.
So I would drive around different stores doing that.
Got you. I was a truck driver, so I know how that goes. I used to drive for Harold Lambo, so we used to deliver like Snapple, all that stuff, routes and all that stuff. So I know how that goes. That's why I was asking where you were a driver or not, because I tell you everything I love. I hated doing that with my entire life. I hated it.
I hated that shit so much.
Hey man, but you know what? The beautiful thing is this: is you got to understand and you got to take from Griff's story. He worked job, and worked on his passion at the same time.
Yeah.
When you want something like that in life, and that's how your cards are played, you just got to do what you got to do.
Play them right.
Play your cards right. Yeah. Exactly. Now, we got to talk about battle rap. You know, and for those of you who pay attention to battle rap, you know that is an entirely different world. You don't even think about battle rap if you're just a person that wake up and listen to music every day. Yeah. But you created battle rap with being an influence for your lyrical influence. Right. Shout out to John the Don, Geechee Gotti, LA's very own Hitman Holla. What exactly do you, because these are 3 of a kind almost. So what exactly do you appreciate about their style, and when did you realize that these guys were your actual influence?
Like, I realized it in the writing process when I was like, when I write songs, sometimes I'm just writing so to get a certain feeling out of it, and then sometimes I'm writing to like bar people up, but singing though. So you hear it and you're like, damn, that shit was cold. That's the feeling I wanted to give people as well, because that's the feeling I got when I watch battle rap in general, but when I watch those 3 battle rap, I'd be like, man, like that shit hit me.
Right.
So like, and I feel like they each bring something different that I want to bring into the music too. So I don't know, like that's a heavy influence in my writing experience or like my writing journey, listening to battle rap.
So would you say that you would listen to a battle rap and start writing? Like, have you ever listened to a battle rap and then like, I gotta write to this, right? I gotta start writing now.
Nah, so I enjoy the battle rap. I don't like start creating anytime after or anytime before. Like I completely enjoy the battle rap, but it's like you are what you repeatedly do.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's just like if I'm watching battle rap all the time, then when it's finally time to record or write, like,
you're gonna be up in there tripping.
I'm on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some completely other shit. Like, so yeah, that's all it was. It's just like it's in my mind is more creative. Like, when they say you read, you learn more. Like, the more you watch battle rap, the better you get at rapping.
Right.
So that's all.
Okay, I understand that it gets the creative juices flowing. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing because, to be able to even have those influences and the right influences, but not want to be just like them because you got to ultimately be yourself still. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing. Now, the name Griff came from football. You said a football friend gave you that, and that's actually, for those of you who don't know, you know what I'm saying, Griffin is his last name. Aaron is his first name, for those of you who don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? He probably mad at me, but no.
Don't call me Aaron.
Don't call him Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Clapitup LA, please excuse me. You know what I'm saying? But no, I can relate to that because in middle school, my homeboy started calling me Brock. Brock is my last name. Okay. And it was like everybody just ran with it. And it was one of them things. At first, I was mad. Like, bro, my name is not Brock. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever care about that at all?
Nah, that shit was hard. So, crazy story. So, shout out Kylan Moore, the homie. In high school, one day he just said, like, bro, I'm gonna call you Griff. Like, it's easy. Like, because in football, they use your last name a lot. They're like, Griffin, come over here. Like, he was like, I'm gonna just say Griff. Hey, Griff. Like, and then that's when it got around the whole like football team, and the coaches started calling me Griff. And then the school started calling me Griff. And then everybody I knew outside the school, it just spread like wildfire. To the point where like people didn't even know my first name anymore. People who knew my first name forgot my first name.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Then later my mom told me a story that my grandpa, rest in peace, like his nickname was Griff. And I didn't even know that. I knew that after. She was like, people call you Griff? I was like, yeah. She was like, that was your grandpa name. Like,
wow.
I was like, crazy. Oh, that's crazy. I guess it was just meant to be.
Yeah, it was just meant to be. That's crazy as hell. And then, after a while, people began to tell me, like, bro, you know how hard that name is? And it was like, okay, cool.
Brock is hard.
Yeah, I understand now, but at first I had a problem with it. I thought Brock was some type of geek. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga named Brock. He got to be a geek or whatever. Nah. But the way people described it to me, I was like, okay, I understand that. We're going to run with it. And I completely embodied the name and everything that came with it. So, you ended up breaking your ankle in a scrimmage right before the season started. Now, I want to ask you, in the midst of that, what did that do to you mentally?
Man, it was heartbreaking. It's probably like the worst thing I ever went through. So it was like my ankle didn't completely break, but it was like almost broke. It was like a little bit more of the broke, so it just still swelled up like a balloon. I had all the like issues of a broken ankle still. So my season was basically over, but it was senior year, so I was like, I'm about to just play on a hobbled ankle. So I sat off for 4 weeks, and then I was like, I'm playing the rest of the season. Then got injured the first playoff game. It was a wrap.
Man, it was a wrap.
Yeah, but it was really a wrap the whole season. I was just playing on an ankle I wasn't supposed to be playing on. So like outside of the game, I would wear crutches, and then I'll just go play.
I feel, hey, but you know what? But see, I'm gonna tell you this. If I didn't get, because I played Pop Warner football for the Demos, went to Crenshaw High School, played up there. The one thing that football taught me was that you can do what you love and not make any money doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
And be just as passionate about it as if you were. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you talking about playing on a bubble. You know what I'm saying? You playing on a bubble, but you still out there doing it. That's how you know you love what you do.
I had to. Because I was like, this is my senior year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just did it. I just went for it. It's crazy because how I got injured is one of my best friends is the one that pushed me.
Bro.
This nigga Daryl, man. One of my best friends pushed me because I guess we was running it up on them niggas. Like I just had like a 50-yard run.
Oh, you was out there busting.
Yeah, and then I did a slant, and I guess like the play before, after I had that run, like the coaches told his side like, y'all niggas need to toughen up. Like, they running y'all up. So he was like, I'm going to just push this nigga, like, at least. So he pushed me, and I just fell into a ditch. Ankle got stuck. I turned.
Oh, man.
I was like, nigga, the one time you fucking pushed me.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this now. Now, did you play Pop Warner football?
Nah, I actually didn't. Nah, the first time I played tackle was in high school.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Now, what were your feelings for football? Like, I'm asking because you can be seriously in love with this game. You know what I'm saying? So, did you feel like you were there?
Nah, I felt like it was really fun for me.
Okay, it was just fun.
I felt like it was, when you're young, you like confuse love with shit.
For sure.
I thought I loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't love it as much as I love music.
Ah, okay.
I hated practice.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you love.
No, none of us don't like practice.
But I feel like when I be watching NFL players like that's really dedicated, or even NBA players really dedicated, they do. Mm-hmm. They love practice. They love every part of the process. Like I love recording. That's basically practice. Mm-hmm. So if you don't love that process of it, then that's I don't know. I don't feel like you like really, really, really love it. It's probably not like, it might be your second thing, but it's not your like primary thing.
That's crazy. I don't know, man, because I done been in a lot of practices where I'm like, I should quit right now, but I stayed though on me.
I hated practice too. I just feel like I shouldn't hate this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't hate everything but game day.
I understand that. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the way it go. I mean, because me personally, I don't know a football player that I played with, and a couple of them went to the league. Ain't none of them niggas said they love practice.
I know a few that likes practice genuinely.
That's crazy.
The one that I was talking about that gave me the name Griff, Kylan Moore, that nigga loves practice.
Love practice.
He loved practice.
That's a different person.
Yeah.
He's a different human being. I mean, you love practice, man. You different because we do it for game day though.
That's all we do it for.
We do it for game day, man. But you know what? That's a bar right there, man.
If you're gonna be successful and make money at it, eventually it's your job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta love that part of it.
Yeah. That's the truth, man. That's when I realized working these jobs that I didn't love that shit.
Didn't love that shit.
Because it was nothing that made me happy besides clocking out and getting a paycheck. That was it. That was it, bro. That was it, bro. But that's the way it go, and that's why, like, as a motivational speaker, I be doing that, and I like to make messages about that. Like, you gotta understand, like, you're gonna have to love what you want to do before any money, any fame, any real success is involved. That stuff will come. But what you will not succeed at it is if you don't love what you do before that stuff.
Right.
So make sure you dedicate yourself to the process, and I guarantee you things will get to where you want to go. Now, you came home from college, working these jobs that we spoke about, Pepsi to Target, working with an insurance company, 2019. All the while, you're dropping your projects. 2017, you would drop Passion. 2018, No Service. 2019, Free Samples. And I love free samples, and I have to say this, y'all did a great job with that, because I feel like when people usually sample the original music, they try to do too much. They try to put every new sound that we hear today in an old beat, and it just sounds like, please don't do that. But y'all kept every beat simple, and of course the way you got down on every song was just very good.
Appreciate you.
I gotta ask you, throughout this whole entire time, what's keeping you? What is keeping? Where are you getting this fuel from to be sure to put out your music and at the same time work this job?
Back to what you said, love. Like I just love doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brother asked me one time. He was like, "If you get to a certain age and this shit not working, are you gonna quit?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" And he was like, "Really?" And I was like,
"That wasn't the right answer."
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "So what you gonna do without it?" I was like, "Damn, I don't know. Like, if you could never record again, what would you do?" It's like, "Damn, I don't know." So he was like, "You probably gonna just keep doing that shit, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna keep doing it no matter what." So that gave me perspective. So it made me just not scared or nothing. I'm always doing music no matter what.
Yeah, and that's crazy when you say that, because that is what's scary. It's no guarantees. No guarantees at all. And a lot of the time things happen for us and things change for us off of one conversation, and we don't even expect it. We don't see it coming. It could be one conversation, and I got to give a shout out to Brian Salas, because I heard that Brian Salas put, Brian Salas, look, you already know, I told Brian Salas he was going to have a highlight reel on all my interviews. Because it ain't not one interview that I do that people cannot mention Brian Salas. Brian Salas is the GOAT. If you do not know about him, I'm sure you will know about him soon.
Thanks.
Now, now 2019. Now you working these jobs, right? Let me ask you this: did you ever like work the job and at the same time work on your passion? Because a lot of like what I would do during my deliveries, I would do motivational speeches, motivational videos during my deliveries. You know what I'm saying? So did you ever find yourself doing any of that?
Yeah, like say I'm working Pepsi, if I'm not listening to like a playlist, I'm listening to beats, coming up with songs. I actually came up with like most of free samples, I believe, while working at Pepsi. I believe. Yeah. I think it was Pepsi. Yeah.
Well, that's how I go. And remember the other day I had actually tweeted the prayer song. I love that song, bro. Oh man, come on, bro. That song is.
You tweeted that. I
tweeted crazy. That, bro. I had to listen to all the music from front to back. You know what I'm saying? And that particular project. What project was that? That was
No Service.
Yeah, damn, why I can't see nothing right now? But anyway, that particular project was something that, man, that meant a lot to me right there, and I really appreciated that project. And once again, y'all make sure y'all tap in to free samples, tap into No Service, tap into Passion, and you can also. It's crazy because you can hear your growth. You can hear how you came from. I'm not gonna say all singing, but like Passion was a lot of singing. You know what I'm saying? Then I feel like No Service, you got more into the rapping bag. Free Samples, it was kind of back to singing, but it was a great balance. Right. It was rapping and singing. It was such a great balance. So when you think about the way that you've evolved, what are some of the things that have you ever surprised your own self?
Hell yeah. I was just telling the homies that the other day. It's a song that I don't got out yet, and like I was just like, sometimes I hear this shit and be like, damn, I made this shit. That shit crazy. Yeah. So I surprise myself like every once in a while. Yeah. But the most thing I'm proud of is that like it's nothing like, it's cliche, the fact that I just didn't stop doing it because I got better. You know what I mean? It's not even about making it, it's just about the fact that I got better. And when you get better at something, that shit is real satisfying. Like,
that's a fact. You know that's a fact. That's a fact. And we can shout out to Nip for that. The only what do you say? The only distinguishing factor between me and somebody else, I didn't quit.
I just didn't quit.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so many people that hit a wall in the beginning. Yeah. Because it's like, I suck.
Right.
I suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially doing an interview. Like, I remember my first interview, I didn't know what questions to ask. It was a dead conversation. I'm like, oh goodness, should I keep doing this? You know what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful thing when you can find something that you feel like that about and you keep going, because like you said, it's inevitable that you grow. You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable. So we got to talk about 2020. Play your cards right. Shout out to Brian Salas. Shout out to DJ Head.
Shout out both.
When Play Your Cards Right came out, I heard you say that basically didn't nobody pay attention until this project in particular. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what do you feel like grasped people? What changed for you when Play Your Cards came out, right?
I think that it was authentic. Yeah. It was like, one, it was authentic. Yeah. I sounded very confident, and I was just better. You know what I mean? Like, I was just better. Like, the music was just better. It's real simple. And I feel like it was just like, it was more transcendent. Like, it was more like versatile, to where it didn't just, like you said, like the first project was hella singy. One was like a little bit less balanced, but more rappy. And I feel like this was just like the perfect. It was the perfect
matchup.
Everything.
It was it. Yeah. It was like cooking for Thanksgiving for your first time and getting to your fourth one, and the butter go right here. You know what time you're supposed to cut this up. Exactly. That's just the way it goes. So I hope that y'all get that in this conversation. Your growth, man, it's inevitable. The everything, the ingredients, it's inevitable. You gotta just keep going. Now we gotta give a shout out to the homegirl Gina Views. You already know what she doing. If you don't know what she doing, you living under a rock. Now the homegirl Gina Views would actually give you. You said this was actually like the first media personality that people actually paid attention to. That gave you an opportunity. You said things changed after that. Now you went up in that studio and did that 21 Questions freestyle. I don't care for the song like that, but when I heard what you did, I said, this nigga is special. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's something else. Now, what was it like actually linking up with Gina Views, and how appreciative were you for that at that time?
Yeah, that was dope. Like, I actually was on one of Gina's shows a while ago for like a song I did like a long time ago. Okay. Like, it was a real rappy rap song. Yeah. So like, I had known her for a second, but it was like, I was really appreciative that she gave me that opportunity, because I was able to showcase like my skills on her actual platform, like in person. So it meant more, you know what I mean? So I was thankful for that, and I was like, since I'm going on here, I'm about to go crazy.
You got to
this whole shit up.
You got to.
So like, and like, you know, that was the year that 2020 was the year where shit just changed. So it's just like, after I did that, I just felt like, okay, I'm getting more attention. Time to keep going. That's when we dropped Play Your Cards Right later on.
I get you. Now I gotta ask you now, what was a conversation like with Brian Salas that you've had, if you can remember?
Man, he's just hella like he just knows everything. Like that's what you get he just knows everything when it comes to like this business. Like if you're talking to him about like, yo, I'm trying to do this is my plan. He'd be like, oh yeah, I know them. I could hook you up with them right there.
Salas, man.
He just know everybody, and he's like just very like willing to give knowledge and give like a helping hand. That's my experience with him, and that's the reason why I ended up like getting in contact with DJ Head and Chuck, like you know, because of him. You know what I'm saying? The reason for some other stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah. So. I mean, hey, look, relationships are key. One of the very first things he told me was, in this industry, it's about relationships. Yeah. And another thing he told me was, you cannot be in your feelings. At all. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in your feelings in this. I mean, because you be in your feelings and blow everything up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have thick skin here if you really want to be here. Now I got to ask you, who is somebody that you have been surprised that was like, you know, Griff, I know about you, bro. I really like your music.
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question.
We know you didn't. You know you famous and stuff, so you met a whole lot of people already.
Not even. Not even. I don't know. That's tough. That's gonna take me some time to think.
Okay. Like, we can double back on it then.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I reached out to G Perico to hop on What's Up.
Yeah.
And like, perfect. He was just down to do it, and he was just like, "You got something about you, bro. Like you gonna make it." Like I was like, that meant a lot. You feel me? Because I didn't expect him to say that from me asking for him to jump on a song for me. You feel me? Right. So that meant a lot right there when he said that.
And we're gonna jump further into that moment. Now, Enemeezy. Enemeezy is someone that you say that he has to touch all of your music. Yeah. What type of bond do you and Enemeezy have, and why do you think he understands what what needs to come out of your music so much?
Man, I think it's just experience. It's just like, he's a very experienced like engineer and artist. So like by the time we had linked up, I believe we recorded No Service with him in 2018. And like when he did that, I was like, okay, this nigga's nice. You know what I'm saying? He's making me sound how I want to sound. And it was just about me getting better so he could have more to work with. You know what I'm saying? So like as the years progressed, it was just experience. Like he knew what I wanted to sound like. I knew what I wanted to sound like, and it became easier and easier and easier and easier to the point where we are now. And he actually like has taught me how to engineer myself. So now when I record in the house, like that's all because
you can get in your own bag.
Yeah,
I understand that. So. Now, I don't know if you paid attention. They've dropped these report cards on artists, right? And DJ Head. Not DJ Head, I'm sorry. DJ Mustard has something to say. Yeah. Okay, DJ Mustard came on and said, a lot of y'all are complaining about it, y'all upset, but he said, where is you locking in with one engineer or one producer, like me and YG did together. So do you care about these report cards or any of these type of accolades or anything like that?
I mean, I'll be lying to say I don't care about it because that's just cap. I feel like as an artist, you care about what everybody say. But it's just like, at the end of the day, you gotta realize the business you in. We in a competitive sport. Facts. So if you're not getting graded, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you might disagree with some grades. I disagree with some grades, but it's okay. It's nothing to get up in arms about or mad about. For me, it's music. Go in, lock in, make some more fire shit, and keep going.
Understood. That's how I feel about it. Understood. So what? Okay. Well, basically, that was the lesson. Yeah. Keep going, doing what you got to do.
Yeah. Everybody gonna have an opinion about it. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, that's how I feel about it too. Like, I don't get none of that shit right now, and I ain't tripping because first of all, I know I'm new, but I believe that someday my name will be in that, and I'm gonna keep working, and I'm definitely gonna make it. So to anybody out there that want to be on that, just keep working. One day your name will be mentioned, and just because they give you an F today, don't mean they're gonna give you an F tomorrow. Work ethic, baby. You understand that? Yeah. Now, one of the things I quoted from you, you said, if I wasn't told the truth that day, play your cards right would not have happened. Now you speak on your friends being very honest, you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? They're being honest, and because of their honesty, that's what led to the G Perico on What's Up. So how thankful are you to have a circle of people around you who are just not yes men, but you got a circle of people around you who gonna tell you, nigga, that's weak. Go back. You know what I'm saying? Stop it right now.
It's man, it's important. I would say every artist needs that, honestly. Like that's what made me better. You know, honestly, like it's tough sometimes. Sometimes like we get into it because it's like, bro, this shit hard. No, it's not. It's hard. No, it's not. Like go back and forth. But I feel like it's just important because everything is not tight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And as an artist, we think that. That's just we naturally
ain't nothing I put out weak.
Exactly, nigga. That shit hard. I don't care what you tell me. It's gonna exist in this bag instead of this one. Like I got, so it's gonna be everywhere. So you need somebody to tell you, nah, that's not it, bro. So and they all do that. So that's what's it's special. It's special.
Was there a moment that you realized that? Okay, because maybe you didn't always understand that their criticism was great. Was there a moment that you understood, you know what, I need y'all to tell me this? What moment was that for you?
That moment.
Okay. That moment,
I mean, I could say it goes way back than that. But that was just a very defining moment of it coming into fruition. Like this criticism led to something great. You feel me? Great. So it's like, but they've always like been willing to criticize it, you know? So I don't know. You know, I still get in my feelings sometimes about it, but it's not like.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad he said he getting his feelings, because for some reason people nowadays don't have feelings. You know what feelings? Where my feelings at? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just that you just can't block blessings. You feel me? Even if like whatever that blessing is ain't working in your favor at that time, because that's like really opportunistic. You feel me? I can't tell them, don't tell me that no more.
Don't do that.
You know what I mean? So, because then, like, one time when they tell me that it's going to lead to something like this, I could miss that opportunity because I was like, I'm still in my feelings. You feel me? So that's how I see it. Even if it hurt my feelings, I'll be like, all right, whatever, bro.
Nah, you just gotta go with the punches.
Shrug it off.
You know what I'm saying? Now, ultimately, it leading to something great. Shout out to G Perico. G Perico, I want to interview you. All right, I'm just gonna say it straight up, bro. So
shout out G.
You know, tap in, man, for real. Yes, everything you got a whole bunch of good things going on. Now, when you would actually get this feature with G Perico, and he gave you that feedback, you know, what was it like even hearing G Perico's voice on your song? Because I know that had to be something too.
That shit was hard. It was funny because like before he sent the song back, all right, so we went to the studio same day. I hit him on IG. And then the same day again, that nigga sent me, like, his foot was up on like a goddamn like table, and his foot just going like this, just rocking to the beat. And he recorded his foot rocking to the beat while the song was playing. Like he already recorded his verse. He just hadn't sent it yet, and it was just the funniest way to tell somebody that you done with their verse.
That's crazy. That's all hard. He sent. That was hard.
His foot was just rocking to the song. Like, I'm like, this nigga, man.
That nigga really did that. He knocked it out.
Knocked it out
man,
quick.
For real. Shout out to G Perico. Now y'all got together and shot this video, which is absolutely a beast. You know what I'm saying? Now, what was it like shooting that video? What type of vibe do you like when you go into the making of a video?
Man, so me and my team, like the ones who like criticize me as well, like we all like put our minds together to figure out like what we want this video to look like. And that's most of the time, but sometimes we get help from other sources. So for this one, it was just more so like it was us, and then we had more help. I don't know if you know Ali, she's in Blast Team, and Aaron. They help him with a lot of creative stuff, and we asked them to help us with What's Up. Put all our minds together and created that. So it was just a fun experience. That was probably like the most fun video. You know
most fun video, that's dope, man. You know, them California videos hit different. Los Angeles, California videos, they something special, man.
So
now we got to give a shout out to the brand Lost Sound. You know, the first post was November 6, 2020, and it was captioned "Find Your Freedom." Now I don't know why it just hit me when we was on the phone yesterday. but you know, my boy's in the woods and he's ducking and dodging and running and looking around. And who came up with the idea for this video, and why did you feel like the caption should have been "Find Your Freedom"?
Shit, was it you that came up with the idea for the video?
It was different because at first, you know, it was different because at first I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
It was my manager, PJ Compton.
Yeah, shout out, bro. Yeah.
You know him from Sweet Life, probably. One of the main characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was his idea, like, cause I don't remember who came up with our name, but like somehow that happened, and then like he thought of the video, like, you know, me looking for something in a fucking forest or jungle or something with like animals and stuff. And then like I believe you came up with the caption too, huh? Find your freedom. But it all makes sense, like you know what I'm saying? Like we all creative in our own way. And I feel like that was like him showing his creativity right there, because we all agree with it. It just aligned with the brand. That's what the brand is about, just like finding what makes you feel free.
Okay, yeah, because I was getting ready to ask you, what's the ultimate goal? Like, what is Lost Sound gonna look like in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, we're gonna be an all-in-one corporation.
Yeah,
we're gonna be doing everything. We're gonna have our hands in like streetwear, sports, music, production, engineering, art. We just want to be an all-in-one type of company.
That's right. That's right. The whole juggernaut. So
a label. We're gonna be everything in one.
Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to what Lost Sound has coming.
Yeah.
Now we got to talk about this radio play. You know, growing up listening to all these different artists on the radio, to the first time you get your own radio play.
Yeah.
The first time you could turn on the radio and wow, they're playing me. Shout out to Gabe C and LA Leakers. Of course, shout out to DJ Head, Chuck Dizzle, because they played your music as well.
Yeah.
But what was it like the very first time? Like the whole day was that was all you was thinking about, huh? Like, man, they about to play me on the radio. What time, you know?
The first time, I believe we were so busy trying to get it on film that like we was like fucking up and couldn't really enjoy the moment like that. So like we was playing it in the house, but in the car, I guess it was playing faster. So we was playing in the house, we was like, damn, maybe we should go to the car. So we go to the car, and then we realized that like it's way past the time they said that it was gonna play it, and a different song is on.
So it was a little bit of ruckus going on.
We was like, we at the car, we filming, we like, damn, I think we missed it. She was like, then the homie said, but it's slower in the house, so it might still be on the house. We make a sprint for the house, all on camera though, and then it's playing as soon as I open the door.
Oh wow!
So like then we got it on camera still, but it was funny because it's like it wasn't a moment that we could really relax and enjoy it. We wasn't really that prepared, but it made for a good moment.
That's right.
The first time on radio to be something like that, it was
That's
cool.
right. And so that was with Gabe C and the Lakers.
Yep.
Okay, so what was your relationship? Yeah, so what was your relationship like with Gabe C? When did you first meet Gabe C?
That's my dog, man.
Shout out to Gabe C.
That was the first time he played me on radio, and then like after that I went to go do like an interview with him for his like Twitch series. You know, we got drunk.
Oh yeah, it was a good time, huh? Good time.
That's my dog. That's my dog, man. So now every time I see him, we be lit. He DJ'd my headlining performance. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man.
My dog.
If y'all don't know, shout out to Good Morning Gabe, doing big things. He has been on No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot going on, man. Another LA great. Shout out to Good Morning Gabe. Now, of course, DJ Head and Chuck Dizzle would actually play your music on the radio. You actually got a video of that. February 2nd, was that 2021?
Yeah.
You sipping a big bottle of champagne, like it's, I don't know what time of night it was, but you had to make sure you got that on camera as well.
Yeah.
You know, so why the champagne this time?
Man, it just felt like a celebration.
Okay.
You feel me? I feel like you celebrate with champagne.
Yeah.
But I feel like for DJ Head and Chuck Dizzle, man, like we have been trying to get in contact with them for so long to like, for interviews or radio play, whatever, just to have them in our corner or like know them, you know what I'm saying, for so long. So when that moment finally happened, and to hear them speak on me, like, man, this nigga hard, like y'all gonna want to listen to him, blah blah blah. It was like a full circle moment for me.
That's right. And if you know DJ Head, you know he gonna keep it 1 million with you. You know what I'm saying? If he don't like it, he don't like it.
That's the most gratifying part.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
You know it's real.
Yeah, because that's one person that ain't gonna do that. Now, you know, we got to give a shout out to the Coast Guard and Chuck Dizzle, man, doing bigger and better things each and every day. Now, we got to talk about Sweet Life, the HBO series. You had your first placement and first sync placement with songs like Run It Up, Guard It, Fourth Quarter, and you were actually on the show, right?
Yeah.
On the championship parade, performing your song.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like being able to be a part of that? And I mean, well, y'all were trying to get it on the TV the whole time, and y'all got it on there. So what was it like being able to get that on there?
That's
what
crazy.
type of check mark was that for you?
Man, that was a beautiful moment. Shout out my brother PJ Compton.
Yeah, shout out PJ Compton.
So like he's a main character on the show, and it's like I'm his artist. He's my manager, so it just made sense. And I don't know, like we put our heads together to pitch an idea to be like on a parade or whatever, like I guess like performing, because we needed to do something that made sense. And it worked out. We ended up on the season finale doing it, so that was great.
Man,
it was a beautiful moment. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you, I have
in Inglewood.
in Inglewood. I have not watched that show, but after doing my homework and finding that on you, I was like, dang, I need to watch that show because it's in LA, right? It's based in Inglewood, and you know it's one of those shows.
Yeah, shout out Sweet Life, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, no, I'm already know I'm gonna like it. And the cool part about it, I try not to get into too many shows because they always break your heart when they end the season. They supposed to come back next year, but then they hold off, and then they come the next year, and it's like, bro, no, just drop the show. Yeah. But so what? Okay, now when you the more coming from where you started at to actually being in the industry, going to these events, the more you get to network with people and meet people, you know what I'm saying? What type of networking have you done since you've seriously been in the scene?
Shit, a lot. I know so many people in the industry now that I didn't know like a year ago.
Ain't that something? That fast?
It almost feel like
it feel like a blink of an eye, don't it?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And it be feeling like, cause we used to like try to know these people and try to get sources and stuff, and now we know everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes it be like you don't realize it because you keep going and doing it, but then you just wake up one day and like, damn, like I'm talking to this person. I was trying to get in contact with this person like 2 years ago.
Crazy.
So, yeah, and it's like I feel like that's the biggest thing, like what you said, what Salah said. You know, it's your relationships. So it's a major part in this shit. Like meeting people and creating a relationship with them, because it's gotten us pretty far. I feel that,
and you know, I had to go on and say it feels like a blink of an eye, because you got to understand it's either you act on it or you don't. But time gonna go by. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And when time go by, you either gonna be happy with where you at, or you're gonna be upset that you didn't act, and it's that simple.
Facts.
So make sure you go for what you want, because I promise you, it's gonna feel like a blink of an eye at some point. Now, you would actually be a special guest with the whole crew, Stupid. Shout out to Big Job. Shout out to my boy Minx over there doing big things. What was it like being able to perform at that? And I know you got a lot of laughs from that show that night. How was that for you, man?
It was fun. It was a good opportunity. I appreciate them for that. Shout out Big Job. Shout out the whole crew of Stupid. It was like the first one-off performance I did. I did like one song.
Okay.
And it was like, I was kind of nervous to do it because I was like, it's one song. I don't know how to lead up to it, how to end it, whatever. But it worked out. You feel me? Just went up there, tried to kill it, and I appreciate them for the opportunity. It was in a theater too, so my first time performing on the stage in a theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was crazy too, and I was like,
that's something though. I mean, it's crazy because the moments are getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
The opportunities are getting bigger and bigger. But that's the way that it goes. Now I got to give a shout out to Rosecrans Vic, Rosecrans Avenue, doing big things. One of the things Rosecrans Vic said about you, he said, if you could buy stocks in an artist, I would buy a copious amounts of Griff Tyler. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna invest in you, man. He said he gonna invest in you. You know what I'm saying? Now,
man. Shout out Vic, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Vic, man. You know he's doing big things out there. Shout out to Rosecrans Avenue. Now, this was around while I have your attention project. And one of the songs I really like is in the video. I like Show Off, Griff Tyler versus Griff Taylor. Now, where did you get this idea from? And I quoted these bars. I gotta read y'all these bars. bars. He said, last year I had a buzz. It was a light year. My throwaway is gonna have the labels like sign here. Remember when they told me it's just gonna take the right ear? Now it seemed like everybody got the right ear. See, they wasn't hearing me at first.
That's that.
But now y'all all hear me. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, but that's the way it go. They don't hear you in the beginning.
Yeah.
But when you get to where you going, it's
all of a sudden
I believed in you the whole time. Yeah, bro, I was whoopty whoop whoop, and it was like, well, why you didn't help?
Everybody got the right ear.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's the way it go. Yeah, now, you know, that's that battle rap. No, okay, see, that's perfect. That's the okay. I understand it all the way now.
Yeah.
Now, who came up with this idea? Griff Tyler versus Griff Taylor. Like I was telling you, kind of remind me of the T.I. versus T.I.P.
Was it you again on that?
Hey, that was hard though.
I think it was, bro. I think it was though, because I want to do something totally different for the video.
That was perfect. That was perfect. You have Vic in that video, actually. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
PJ came up with that shit too.
Yeah, that shout out to PJ. That's why teamwork make the dream work, y'all. Come on now. Come on now.
Reached out to Vic.
Yeah.
That shit was perfect, man.
Yeah, that was perfect, bro. Had you ever been boxing before that?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a little bit, but like not like seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother actually like trains for MMA, so I go with him sometimes and like get some shit off. Yeah. But that's it.
Man, hey, no, that was a hard video. I mean, did you really enjoy the outcome of everything? And how do you feel about what's the relationship like with Rosecrans Vic? Let's start there.
Man, that's my dog, man. Yeah. He was like the first like person as far as like media in LA goes to like really put his foot out there like, yo, this is Griff Tyler, like, you know what I'm saying? Because with Play Your Cards Right, before we put it out, we wanted like ears, so we met up with Vic, like, listen to this, you like this? And like in the studio, his vibe was good. Like he already was like FaceTiming somebody, like, do you hear this shit? You feel me? Showed him shit that wasn't out. So after that, he was like PRing for us. We just created a good relationship to the point where he just be looking out now, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, shout out Vic, like first media person in LA to actually like try to help us, you feel me? Put us in position.
That's right, shout out to Rosecrans Vic, man. Like he said again, relationships, you can't be in your feelings if you want these relationships to work out. I'm gonna tell you that again and again and again until you hear it, or until the right ear hears it, you know what I'm saying? Just like that. Now your first headline show was at Catch One. Was at Catch One LA, December 21st or December 2nd, 2021. Now, being your first headline, what was the feelings like? Did you have the jitters? You know what I'm saying? Or what was it like for you that day?
Man, honestly, I was never nervous for performing because like I had been rehearsing. I had like 8 rehearsals before that show, so I was just ready. Like everything was in my mind. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. From like talking between songs to the song, so I was fine.
He said I rehearsed everything.
Yeah. So like I was never nervous with performing, but it was we threw the show, Lost Sound. So like we put up the money, we like tried to generate the tickets. You know what I'm saying? We promoted it. That was all us. It was like our show. So I was nervous about that. I was nervous: is people gonna show up, or you feel me? Is the show gonna go right? Are the artist gonna be happy? Is every artist gonna be, you know, have a good performance? Like, I was nervous about putting the show together.
I feel that. I feel that. Hey, but y'all did that. Y'all did that. You know
I was really happy about it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you know,
really
to even be able to do that with your own team of people, you know what I'm saying? That's something big, and that shows you that you got something serious going on. You know, and that's on the real. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to what Lost Sound has going on. Now we got to talk about this Ethica visit. You know, we see people who make it, they go to Ethica. You know what I'm saying? If you've been balling, you go to Ethica. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. But how was that visit to Ethica? What type of eye-opening situation was that for you?
It was dope. It was fun. Honestly, it was like more fun than like anything. Like it was like a general tour, but it was like we was just having a blast. Like went and hooped for a second. Like shot some shots up. Shout out Kenny for the invite, for real. And like it was solid. It was solid people in there. Everybody in there is cool people.
I feel that. I feel that. Now, last but not least, I got to ask you, you know, the brand is Clap It Up. What is it that, when you look at your entire life and everything you've been through and where you stand there today, what do you clap it up for when you think about what's going on?
Man, it's a lot to clap it up for.
That's right. That's right. If you ain't got nothing to clap it up for, you ain't working hard enough.
Yeah.
On the real.
I would just clap it up for growth. You know what I mean? Like the fact that we've been able to progress every year. I was drunk on New Year's talking to my team. I was on like my apartment. I could climb to the roof.
Oh man!
So I was on the roof with my girl. And I was just on FaceTime with them. And I was like, "Remember last year, nigga? Like when we was on last year?
Yeah.
Look at the fuck we did this year. Like I was going crazy, but like I was really thinking about it. Like wow, like nigga, like
came so far.
Yeah, like look what we did in the year. You feel me? Remember in the beginning of the year when we said what we was gonna do? We did what we said we was gonna do.
Exactly.
So just growth and sticking to it, like being determined and not letting nothing like steer you off your path. Clap it up to that.
That's right, we clap it up to that. Now, I want you to take a moment, because I believe in manifestation. There's been several things that I've manifested to this point. I don't cap to you some things like I went to the Wallow and Gilly live podcast they had out here, and basically me and Wallow do the same thing. So for me to have that moment, that was huge. And I basically, when I decided, the homie was like, bro, you should go. When I decided to go, I was like, I'm gonna meet him today. We're gonna connect, we're gonna network. So I want you to manifest something that you want to happen. It don't have to happen this year, next year, but I want you to manifest something that you want to happen in your career. And I mean, really go for it. And I want you to be able to think about this moment and say, I said that on Clap It Up LA.
Okay. First of all, congratulations on that, bro.
Oh man, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go platinum.
Okay, that's right.
Whether it's a single album, I'm gonna go platinum.
That's right. I like that.
I'm gonna get a platinum.
I like that.
I'm gonna give me one of them.
I like that. And when he does, I'm gonna post this clip on everything I love. I'll be like, Griff, you said you was gonna do it and you did it, because that's the way it works. Just keep putting in that work, bro. You already know you're up to good and great things. And I can't wait to see what the outcome is for you, buddy. So it's your boy J.Brock is Clap It Up LA. My boy Griff Tyler. Make sure y'all tune into his latest project. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, it's always good game on Clap It Up LA. We out.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah.